now. So we've got Waggles, Clary, and Infernos on A side, the champions, and
Well, pretty standard looking bands right now. Grace is always a good pick, so taking that ban as a return. So we just wait for first pick, and that sort of determines what kind of play style they want to play.
or Lance, or do they go in for Lyra?
Okay,
so Lyra
go
is
Lyra. Yep. There is Finn left open right now.
Yeah, but they're hovering over the Arden, and I think they're okay. The Idris and Blackfeather.
So they're looking to pick their laner up right now. Looking a lot like weapon powered laner. Into the Lyra though, so the Lyra can play both the Blackfeather and the
pretty much all the abilities from Blackfeather and Arden at the same time. But Blackfeather can be flexed into.
Well, Blackfeather can break through Baptiste's B. Besides pushes their early game, they can manage to snowball off that without Blackfeather ever having time to scale.
Samuel has one of the biggest power spikes at level 2. And it's definitely great at sieging turrets. But Blackfeather are both scaling up, and so is Baptiste. But so let's see how this turns out.
Yep. So I'd assume. Actually, we'll see the jungle rotations, since that will kind of tell us something about their playstyles throughout the match.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see who the aggressor is gonna be, or if anyone is gonna be aggressing, because that'll set the tone for the rest of the match.
Clary's sets him behind a bit of gold.
It happens to the best of us, though. So let's see where this goes.
We'll see. It shouldn't land us too far, but B-side seems to be rushing this mid-tree while they both get booted. We still know just a bit too early on the A from Lyra.
Yeah, and all the carries sort of forming together just to get the early experience.
A bit faster, so gets that power spike if they want to take a fight somewhere. But
yeah, so they can contest the mid-tree again.
Yeah. I do see this candy in Clash's pocket. There's a big wave there, so could choose to use it. It'd also make it harder for Clary to last hit, just because of the abnormal health.
Clary taking a bit of damage there, but he still has the... Okay, he just popped his healing flask, which should help him sustain. He also has the book with him, so...
Yeah, that's a long cooldown used quite early on, however. So, yeah. So we're seeing this siege from the Samuel, which is the playstyle that he wants to play with Samuel. Throughout the match, just chipping away.
Yeah, because once the Bach and the Baptiste come online, it'll be harder for them to start sieging, especially with Lyra sustain and... And taking down the Captain Arden nonetheless.
Yeah, picks up first blood. That's quite a bit of gold in his pocket now as well. We see a bit of contest in the jungle. Waggles does manage to get the mid-trade. Pops his potion as well, to make sure he gets that alive. Yep. So with the mid-trade and the first blood, Waggles seems to be a little bit more rich than the others. But we do see that there's still a gold lead on the B side.
Yeah, Yeah, how do you think the Samuel works out into the Baptiste? Also scales well into the late game. So does Baptiste, but how do you think the matchup will be?
If the Samuel can keep at his max range, he will definitely be able to kill the Baptiste without taking much damage, because Baptiste's A does not reach Samuel at his max range with Samuel's Malice and Verdict. So if Pooh does stay on the edge of the fight, he should be able to win the late game. However, if Waggles does manage to get a crucial ordained on him, then things could spell for the worse for Pooh.
Yeah, a little bit of exchange going on in the lane here.
Yeah.
Team A being the initiators, but taking a lot more damage than what they thought they would. Samuel coming in clutch with the Christian Doc and the Malice and Verdict connecting with the whole team. But yeah, they do have the large sustain.
With the sustain,
yeah, Samuel Siege.
Use the poke as well.
Yeah, the Samuel Siege turning out to be a pretty big deal for them.
You see Drifting Bot come out. Nothing really to hit. Gets a Malice and Verdict onto Waggles, but gets
the team is separated.
Might see a bit of contest in jungle. No, just a bit of poke.
Everyone just wants to show off to get.
Don't want to point out as fast as it can. So
and especially you don't want the Black Feather to be leading you in CS and scaling up faster than you, because that is definitely not a good sign.
Definitely true, yeah. If we Phantom completed on both captains, which should be done and by the 5 minute or 6 minute mark pretty much. So that's good. None of them fell behind there. See the fear comment for disengage, I guess.
Yeah, Samuel's still holding his ultimate there to see if they can get him engaged, but they're holding close to the turret, so there's not much Team B can do.
The bad mojo is doing quite a bit of work right now, especially when empowered.
Bounce and pop, the team fight goes on, and Samuel just ports back home in the middle of the team fight, and nobody does much to stop that port. And it's Team A sieging at this point.
Yeah, they're a bit afraid. They were a bit skeptical on whether they should. They got a little bit of damage on the turret. Yeah, now just going back to farming.
Yeah. And with the Serpent's Mask completed on the Black Feather, he's got enough sustain to stay in the lane and not having to port back.
That's true. But we see that the Poison Shiv comes out on Clary, which is always a good pickup into Black Feather. It stops him from having that immense sustain in the team fights. Also, the Shatter Glass is complete on Waggle, and we see that the Samuel went Frostburn this time, which is helpful, so it helps keep the distance away from the Baptiste in order for him to win, which is a smart pickup.
Yeah, it's pretty meta build for jungle Samuel to start with the Frostburn, and then depending on how the team fights are going, how the game's looking, they usually go for an Eve or a Broken Myth. I'd like to see a Broken Myth come on early just to keep up with the damage of Baptiste, because he gets his empowered attacks and
not too much going on in there. There's a bit of a fight, but just seems like hope.
Yeah, the Baptiste doing good work poking at the right times when his empowered showed up, just to
especially because
get as much damage.
You see the
that was a great Oblivion to all three.
And Clary's dropping low. Gets out just. Oh, Clash comes in with the Rose offensive. Gets the kill.
Yeah, cleans that up. Baptiste going the other way. So he's trying to get Arden going though.
Very low. Yeah.
So he's going down here.
Super Waggles overstepped just a little bit there. And yeah, took his left. And Inferno's drops as well. Straight after. If they can siege his turret now.
They should be able to take it down. Here.
Clary can put up defense. Clash just backs off immediately, leading Pooh to just clean up, which worked. So yeah, great team fight for B. So what do you think this will do for the next few minutes?
Yeah, getting that first turret was important for the Samuel, especially with his spikes, and that was an amazing Oblivion by Panda there to sort of put everyone to sleep, considering they haven't completed their Crucible, or people don't have reflex blocks on them yet. And it definitely helped with the Gauntlet. So this should help the Blackfeather and more room to sort of farm better with the first turret gone. And let's see how they take it from here. Goldmine is still up, but nobody's going to try and risk it yet. Arden in a bit of trouble there, getting caught and goes down, getting caught up by all three of them in the jungle there.
Lane's being pushed up by Clash, however, so they have to deal with that before I think they can try to take another fight.
Also, interesting build by the Vox there. He's gone Poison Chip into Tyrant's Monocle. What do you make of that?
Can work into squishies really. So I guess they're trying to focus Pooh more so, but it's an interesting build for sure. And we see a swift shooter as well, so we could build that into maybe a Bone Saw, maybe a breaking point. And I guess we're going for prolonged fights, because I think if he stacks up enough, if he does end up buying breaking point, the Tyrant's Monocle might pay off more than like a Sorrow bait. But yeah, it's definitely. We also see the Samuel buying a broken myth instead of an E. So what do you think of that?
Yeah, so that should definitely help him get through all the damage, and the ramp up definitely helps because he doesn't need to sustain yet because they haven't been able to reach the backline as yet, so he's pretty safe in team fights. Just the poke itself is enough to get.
The heal is pretty large right now on Inferno. Oblivion because that hits too.
Great gauntlet.
Rose offensive. They're just diving straight in with this. Vox also goes down to the Mountain Verdict. Waggle's on a sliver of health now. Just responds. Pooh going straight in.
And
gets the ace. The B side coming right through both turrets just to get the ace, and that should secure them one turret. And they all get out if Lashley doesn't end up falling heal, which I don't believe he will. So yeah, an ace.
Yeah, they've got a huge ace buff minions to take care of before they start chasing the Arden around, which is definitely not an easy task.
Yeah, we see about a 3.4 gold lead, a 3.4k gold lead, which is a decent amount right now. That's a whole tier 3 item worth of gold. So
yeah, decent gold lead with especially, and also 2 turrets down. They have the map pressure as well as Samuel with just ramping up, and Blackfeather here completing his Serpent's Mask breaking point and Tyrant's Monocle. So he's ready to just. He's definitely up on items against the boss and the Baptiste. So he definitely has a lot of damage on him, and so does the Samuel. So
we've seen Evil Harvest on the Baptiste, just looking for the survivability, I guess. But what's your opinions on that?
Yeah, which is curious considering he already has survivability built into his perk. but I guess he's not getting close enough to be able to proc those his basic attacks to get the heal that he has in his built-in as a perk. So he feels like he needs the Evil Harvest for the energy regeneration and also the sustain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So
a lot of the vision was just cleared out by A side. So let's see a fight now. A beautiful goal leverage too. Yeah, but with the fearsome shade, knocking all three, Harry gets jumped on by the Black Feather, doing 400 crits, which is insane. They're separated
he
now.
He was sitting 14 breaking point stacks when he took them down.
Wagel's just trying to juke his way out of here, but it doesn't look like he'll be able to get out. Yeah, he loses his life as well, so that's a 2 for non-trade.
Yeah, they're just going to leave the Lyra alone and go for the gold mine, which I think is a smart decision because they should just be able to get objectives and snowball off the gold lead that they already have.
Yeah. Speaking of which, more than 5k gold lead at the moment, which is quite a bit considering the time we're at. Only 40 minutes, 10 seconds shy of the Kraken coming up. So that'll be a bit of contention once it comes up.
Yeah, also the Black Feather had an infusion, level 10 with him, which obviously definitely gave them the edge in the fight on top of the extra items that they already had.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'd like to see a lot more infusions starting to come up, considering Kraken's up now, and Samuel completing his 3 items. So that's definitely going to be a lot of damage that they come through the TV.
We actually see Clash 1 level behind. He's about 30 seconds or so before he gets the next level. So if A side wants to take a fight, this would be a good opportunity before Black Feather hits level 12. But Clary going straight out of position and running into the carries is not what you want to do here. Getting bursted and Atlas.
Yeah, this was an interesting fight. The Samuel was feared and he was nowhere close to the fight, but just the Black Feather alone by himself with the Arden able to go 2v3 and take down the box and also the Baptiste low enough so that Samuel can just come out and after come back into the fight, just come back and cleans it up very nicely. So they're so far ahead in items and in levels with the damage and everything that they could just 2v3 them at this point, even with the Samuel not being feared away. And the Kraken goes to them, and this should be a push. Also, the choke points are very low, so they should be able to
Samuel's
turret.
Yeah, with Samuel's Siege, this could spell the end of the game, but with some good, as long as they don't, as A side doesn't pick a fight that they'll lose, they should be able to defend this just fine. But that does mean that the choke point turret does go down, so the base is open to B side. So choke point turret goes down, and now we have a fight. The arm breaks is in to get Atlas, and then Oblivion comes out. Waggles blocks it.
Those are great Pearson shades as well to disengage.
Big Clash just melting the turret, getting bursted by an empowered Bad Mojo, but Waggles takes damage straight back.
The Samuel's just keeping his distance and being able to put out so much damage just from the backlines and not getting back on lane. They're still hanging around.
Gone. So could try to see a Poo Panda express
being MVP of the game.
But
yeah, he's just being useless.
We see Waggles taking him down.
This is going down the wire here. They take him down just before he can attack, and that came down to a millisecond there.
That was very close to the end of the game. So, A-side has one more chance to take a fight. Snowball off that. They still haven't taken that. a single turret, so I have to take those down.
And they definitely need to start putting vision around, which the Lyra seems to be doing, because the Blackfeather can grow his offensive in while the Samuel Arden sort of keep.
Clary oversteps a bit, takes quite half of his health just from the Blackfeather. And Ordain comes out. But Clary comes in, Clash comes in straight in, takes the Vox down.
And the Blackfeather is at a point where he could just dive on the carries and take him down so quickly with the help of Arden. Samuel nowhere close to the fight, and this should be game here.
Yeah. With a good
dominating performance by Team B there.
The Blackfeather just coming in and diving those carries straight onto the back line. It's just setting up for victories, I guess, in the fights. So
yeah, being true to his assassin role, that was a great game from the Blackfeather and the Samuel, playing perfectly to their win conditions there, and the Arden just providing that extra bit of dive potential with the Gauntlet and the Vanguards to take this game.
Also managing to Atlas the Vox almost every time. Once the Arden got that, it shut down Vox pretty much immediately, followed up by Blackfeather's damage. So
yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a fun game to watch.
Wow. So I guess B-side new champions.
Yeah, we got new champions finally after sort of 3 weeks of domination from the previous champions, I guess, now.
I guess congratulations to Clash, Panda, and Laxlight for becoming new champions. That was definitely a dominating performance. Not expected to come out, but was entertaining nonetheless.
Yeah.